This is the way we live in Delhi, that my community here, so small, so few, so insignificant, but enjoy so much affection and well wishes from all of you here. Much has been said. In fact, all those good points, the special points that I had in mind, have already been expressed by the former speakers. So the special guest has nothing too special to say to you this evening. If you wish, you can rise up from your seat once, stretch for 30 seconds, and take your seats again. Maybe you deserve. Thank you. Almost all Naga community members are here. It is not every day that we meet. I have one thing to share with you only. Just one point. You have a purpose for being in New Delhi. You have different reasons why you are here. As a government servant, or as students, and some in the private sectors working well. We are glad, as has been said, you are the few fortunate people who could avail the opportunity of studying or staying, living in the capital city of our country. The environment, the people you mingle with, the company, the entire thing circling life over here is different from the atmosphere that we have back home. So make the best use of this given opportunity. Don't waste your time. You never know. We have a very fluid situation in the Northeast. So anything is possible at any time. But don't take life and time for granted. One signature can overturn the entire situation. You know what I mean? Let me not go further. So you make the best use. Get yourself educated quickly after having been exposed to this type of life. You resolve in your hearts to come back home and alleviate, work for the uplift of our land and our people. Build good relationships over the months or years that you are here with people outside of our community. Don't be too confined to ourselves, our community itself. We have plenty of time for ourselves. Make friends, get to know each other, strike good relationships with well-meaning, outstanding people, then it will benefit us all. See, when the first educated people came to our part of the world, they were, of course, soldiers, most of them, leading or being a part of the expeditions in the early 19th century, and they have traveled vastly in our land. At first, we have put up a very strong resistance for more than or almost half a century. But on getting to know each other better, it was one of a kind where there was respect and reciprocation for both sides, which led us to a long-lasting and meaningful relationship with the outside world for the first time. Inside of those camouflage uniforms, carrying a rifle on their back, men, women, they were doctors, physicians, they were historians, anthropologists, scholars who had come out of sheer curiosity that on the hills, which were never penetrated before by any civilization, and where they have attributed some of the best qualities that any human, any community or society would love to be attributed or to looked upon as. Hardworking, the hardworking, brave, the brave Nagas, honest Nagas, see? Upright. These are some of the best qualities and virtues which can be attributed to any human being across the world. And they did that to us. It was not only a verbal utterance, but this is in the pages of history. You will find it. You read through it. How can we be more grateful to have been attributed such virtues from people who were the most educated, or say, people coming from the cradle of modernity, advancement, and education at that time. So, these are not lies. They meant it, they saw it, and they have attributed these qualities to us. So, this is the greatest treasure, the most valuable thing that we have, the Nagas can have. We should preserve it, and we should practice it in our daily lives. See, more often than not, we organize cultural dance, cultural shows, and that's when the festivities, we display our ornaments, our shawls, our meklas, our weaponry, the spears, the dhows, and our folklores, our folk tunes, we have not forgotten. We continue to practice it. And there are many other ways of life where we have not forgotten. Not written in books, but handed down to us by our parents, and so on, generation after generation after generation. So we have not forgotten those. Here, just a few minutes back, you have seen. But the other thing which we should be worried about, where is our integrity? Where are those fine virtues and characters which people have attributed to us? Can we see it today? I don't think. Unfortunately, it is eroding, and too quickly. That is what is very concerning. How? We were not like this. It's hardly 100 years since these books were written. How quickly, short of a century, we are losing all these virtues, these qualities, these characters in us. This is a serious matter to be pondered upon. Like we practice to display our cultures, folk songs, folk dance, we must practice displaying our virtues, our characters, anywhere, everywhere we go and we are. Your integrity and your character cannot change with places. You have to be consistent. You have a principle. You may be at the North Pole, or you may go down South Pole someday, but your principle in life, your stand that you take, should not change with the change of places and time. So our integrity will stand us out among the international communities. What do we have to offer to the international community? What pride can we take in trying to make a contribution to the human race? A small community, but a very proud one. We keep shouting Naga, Naga, anywhere, everywhere we get a chance. Sometimes we turn around, why don't you take the position of the world and look at us? What does the world think of us? What have we to contribute to the international community? What can we be, what can we give back to life and to this world? So, children, my young friends especially, mind your character. You are here for a purpose. Don't forget the reasons. We don't want to deprive you of whatever life has to offer. You avail and you also indulge in whatever your peers are doing here or in any part of the world. But you should restrain yourself. You should know the limit. Don't cross that limit where you have to carve out an invisible circle around you. That's it. One thing I have been sharing before we came here this morning from our JRC's room, Mr. Wang Ne, Dr. Hendok was there, our OSD was there. I mean, all our staffs were there, and we were discussing. Time is important. Punctuality is important. They keep saying time is money. Yes. When we were younger, we thought, what was that? But it's mattering more and more as life goes on. And in this age, the 21st century, 1 hour is just too costly. Mind the time. Mind the time. We fix a time because we have to follow it. Follow you must. If you cannot, you postpone it further. or you prepone it, but you follow. That's a must. This way, time consciousness, we have our highest respect for the Japanese. Just last year, I think, one train coach, they have this supersonic coach. The captain of that coach was suspended because he was 3 seconds, just 3 seconds late in the station. He said he put it on the auto and he went to relieve himself in the loo. That's how he just missed the speed by 3 seconds. He was fired. We can't keep up with that kind of punctuality, but try. Let's try. Time must rule you. And the next thing is our Creator. You know. These are the 2 things that rule my life personally. Time and you know who. These 2, be conscious. Time is precious. Urame Mazaho. First time, Karatota, Chakhesang, Sinoko, Kisusiba. Kalam demo, Taso Koza, Uadelo. Kesemitsoni Huni gets roller Ami Bimedu. Kokenguzu, Vakeri Gelu. The league, the Libizu, only out and out cheese. Kaladu. Medokala. Lead hits a go. The posses a go. Ulipune. The Greco. Which has some Rutatino or our call was CPO president. Was the go but Tababatu. Koiche Kamti. Duties is on the police cemetery armpit and hour. A patsy hits Alice as a Kalasha. Because the wedding. Look, because the best almost who. Chakhesang Mina Utipe what the J. Ukhocho Burma. Lauko Shicheto Manipur State Bar. State legislature Ukru District Bar, Senapati District Bar, Utho State Lehila Pes Neboto Bar, Okoshit Leki Free Bar, Kohima District Bar, Oko Monsieur the Baza Sisiri, Ukru, Taku, Umaribawe, just how me, grow me. Chakhesang me, Scosepuko, Tankun is mix. Next, Senapati Lehuko, La Pepu Maimi, Udzitizuko, La Corona Seda Goziba. Sabi, Peno Koshit Riba. These areas of Matuko Sidzipozo, Chizami Jepano, Semirinari. Since Bozo, Semi Urano to Place, Cookie Ponde, Uchurimi, Ukosicheba, Mati Cressa, Utorabi Chizomte, Mizilba, Spiriki Salo, Hichoko Hiba, Puko Agami, Agami Cosa Uko, Ubo, Uko Taza Eastern, Agami Tivo Wende. So there's a branch tip on this. The Kremoway. And that so Peckers in here are only strategically. And here he buy, who buy, Puwe, Tsewe, Tewe, out and out. And here Kaji, Katsa, Kirebeji, out and out, take it. So it's a role play, seconds a bedu. Oh, Nagami. Tribal he Ditalho. Ditalhomo mi maraguto. Uri umaragude. 우고 알라 미즈 해봐도서 우리 미즈 검사 쳐보소. 알라 우토 마히디비노 체크응 버서 뭐때 빅 깨레즈오네 까르티로 알 미테즈티 암츠까지 보랴. 아베스 마스마스. 아올레 체페디. 자 테네 program da zo he gazin he aro hida ke phrindumi Chakhesang ke phrindumi phasoni asf za da so pek se de in zi peso tepi poze go ze zbotism tamam pa da de chokri mi zam kara tholonovo kanu thogo cho ta de 记得还对，不托波塞啦，波斯啦，塞啦塞么啦，乌个咯，乌只个那手把子那咯，乌嘛，个好不来不拍咯，不了试试，乌不咯，这个题说是苏天了把子不题目数，我把个这个人一个起来咯，我有了觉得。 个是分不到，意思是包包个隔壁包了，交代一直投包的，么个自个呢，个咋个个自个呢，米接的做的啥的，接的个错，米子个自了接里边，切个么了，个自了的，是吧么？ 个国个喏，一接一马绿色喏，不了不是色喏，有包有了皮肤的，个草子啥，个嘎子啥，哩，个是 anything to do with competition， 个是比这个了喏好，个托米不对，个古托米不对。 我头只要有包啦，路包啦，有包啦，一操个，哎嘞，马跟马高喏，他啥不是这些喏，听个不对，是光确实那是马喏，听没错。美丽有个比较，美国的物质跟他说吧，不过军力或者梦想。 48哟，哎来拉拍，熬诺铺，那熬诺铺，诺铺，是啥讲机，个啥托人啊？自己子啦，我国子该靠，诺铺个么讲机个不过子提示到这是熬米该个啥不到，都不保险，是不是？我个国家呢过去嘛。 capital city 了到我们努为，么直接是黑色的这我吧 ，student union 了我的 office 白提，咁么咋咁么 global 的这，我安干咪个头的，我这不，对吧？直接为裤子把这么什么拿过来的啦，这个大什么，个头的提给有你的提到是。 把个跟你说呗，我是讲的啊，你都不，个 Western Congress、Southern Agamic、Northern Agamic 这是我 rotation team 那个好 policy，APO 啦、CPO 啦、AYO 啦，个特别部门这啥我那么大么，是到我家是我这是，考不怎么是到开始嘞，是几包。 啊，那个托的说，不过呢，自己把钱呢，物质给靠，给一个这个是只不够吧，那个都是吧，那个都是吧。Western 国家是啥？那个叫什么？就是80多。我给你都托是少中国的，给靠，拉开。 Northern 嗰個縣嗰個，你不吃，是多少？你比菜多，該靠着我個，古來就吧， 不闹出门，一包子子头不就不散了。米里一道是个子不来，所以他是保天的么？是保着他的我过去拍个么个保，抓保天为是保对，来拍是干的嘞。那个前面的我过个时候呢，抓不了什么啥，也个了什么啥叫我过个故事，Chakhesang是特别多，这叫个是问题的。可是反正没接触了，把这叫我个么头，我个子头，我个头部，是我学个课，是不是明白干什么什么？那个么子，他妈个人们学什么？至少要拉靠那个户个地方对。I thank you also on behalf of our people, all of you who have sacrificed your day. It has been a pleasure to have you among us, and I'm sure we will have an interaction in future that we should listen and you all should speak again. Thank you. God bless.